The following is a fan-based discussion. All properties discussed are property of Toei Inc., Bandai, Hasbro, and Subaru Productions.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Tokucast Reviews.
Let's get end of W month.
Let's get this the fuck over with.
The end of an era.
Because we are talking not even really about W, except for a very brief cameo in the last movie.
Yay.
The Chou Den-O series, episodes Red, Blue, and Yellow. He's not wrong. Let's go ahead and get these out of the way, because really only one of these movies actually matters. Also, they call it Chou Den-O, but he's only in one of the movies.
Isn't like that when they called the Kiva movie?
Basically.
Where he was in it for 2 seconds.
But the thing is, they named this entire series after him.
Yep.
And he's only in one of these movies.
But did you know he has a movie?
He's not wrong. This is almost the last time that we will have anything Den-O related. And I'm so happy for this.
Nope, not
because
those.
This made me almost hate, well, actually, it basically made me hate them. Episode Red and Blue are terrible.
Yeah.
Episode Red, it focuses on Xeranos, but I'm sitting here like, you're not even really in this movie enough for me to He's not even in this movie enough for me to warrant a reaction to it.
Would you say that it's...
No, it's just nothing.
No, it's more like...
Vega Baby. That's what this is.
No, Vega Baby's awesome.
This is episode Red, I was sitting here like...
His reaction to Vega Baby.
I was... And this is bad. This is always a bad thing when you say this about a movie. I was bored.
You can say that about any form of entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
It's true. But
One of the biggest sins is to be boring.
I was explicitly bored watching this movie.
Right.
And I did not care. Episode Blue made Owner seem like a dick. It was like, we're here to make sure that you appreciate Teddy and everything that he does for you. Okay, we could have done this in a completely different way than the way that you decided to do it, Owner, by taking Teddy away from him throughout this entire movie. And I'm just like, wow, what is your point? Also, once again, the original Den-O isn't here.
Yeah, that's one thing that has always bugged me about returning to Den-O in the future is the complete absence of Ryutaro.
Plus, the kid who replaced him, looks absolutely nothing like him.
Is it supposed to be the same character?
Yes.
It is?
Yes.
Okay. I actually never knew that.
But he doesn't have the range to do anything.
He doesn't have the charisma. He's Japanese actor bland man.
That's why he was in Ghost.
Is what he is. Oh, he was in Ghost?
He was one of the side characters in Ghost.
Which one?
The one with the glasses. AKA, we got 2 episodes focused on him and everybody went, why do we care about you?
That was the entire series of Ghost.
True, but this is even more so.
Because I remember my first experience with Chou Den-O was the O's Den-O movie. I just thought it was a new character.
No, that's a different character.
That's a different character.
Yes.
Okay.
They had the small Den-O, who was in the Decade Den-O movie.
Okay.
That's supposed to be Ryotaro now. The actual Chou Den-O is Kotaro.
You see the problem here.
The boredom that you get from watching these characters, though,
it's also confusing as fuck.
Is painful. I'm watching these movies and I would just like, I am going to skip portions of this, and I feel like I'll miss nothing.
Yeah. Don't you love it when that happens?
Because it's just like,
where you feel like you could accidentally sit on the fast forward button and not even notice.
Yeah, it's just like, oh my god, wacky shenanigans are happening.
Except suddenly the movie has turned into the Benny Hill show.
That's Den-O in a nutshell.
Yeah.
It's just like, hey, we're here for shenanigans. That's fucking it. Red and Blue are completely worthless movies that should be skipped and should not even be consumed as pieces of media. That's how I feel about those two. Episode Yellow is the best of the 3.
Which isn't saying much.
That's not saying much.
That doesn't seem to be saying much.
But we have the benefit of having Deanne back.
Yay!
He's the most charismatic character in this entire...
Yeah, but it's D-End.
He's still a bitch.
Yeah, but this is before Superhero Tyson.
I don't care. It's still D-End.
He's still a bitch.
He's not the... He tried to go back in time and kill himself, but it's just like, oh wait, I can't kill myself because tautologies and stuff. Also, you get really confused because Toei doesn't like to pay attention to continuity when they bring characters back in things. So the whole Dean's world and decades sort of just gets glossed over in this movie. We also get G Den-O, who is in this, and I'm just like, oh my god. you decide to introduce a new character who is a policeman time police person from the future.
Time Ranger?
Basically, but worse. And you just end up showing up and everybody just like, why are you here? His costume isn't... Okay. Everything else in his costume, like the actual police aspect, I like.
Do you like the red and blue eyes?
I like the red and blue eyes. I think it's, just a flashy thing. It looks alright.
It honestly just looks like SPD meets Kamen Rider.
However, then we end up getting
That's not wrong.
the man-made imaging on the front. And it's a terrible addition to this suit.
Yeah.
Gee to know, your policeman outfit just arrested us, but the face on your chest had no face. And that was the problem with it. I'm just like, oh my god. Okay, now the plot of this...
I just want to show where RuPaul judges Toku costumes. I just want that to be a thing.
I would totally do that.
I know you would totally do that.
I will go to Party City and give myself a blonde wig.
Please do. We need to make that a show.
But yeah, it's just I'm looking at this suit and it would be perfectly fine if it did not have Eve on the face, on the chest.
On the chest.
Same thing.
If he didn't have a chest burster, if he didn't have a chest burster failing at his job.
Basically, it's like I tried to get out, didn't make it though. And then he decides to be like, I'm going to go ahead and destroy this person because he decided to break the rules of time. Okay, where were you throughout...
Where were you throughout the rest of Den-O?
Basically. That's the problem with this. You introduce this character so late, and it messes up with everything that happened beforehand. Just like, why didn't you appear at any time throughout the rest of the show? That would have been a great illusion, but once again, they're doing this specifically for a cash grab. So here we are with this character who has no real backstory. Then we end up getting this whole timey-wimey thing where the whole thing is based on a jewel-encrusted gun. And originally, Dien was the one who stole it. Dien was the one who stole it in the past. That's when he tried to go and kill himself. That didn't work.
Much to our
So
disappointment.
they end up having this weird thing where the guy who was trying to arrest Dien has the gun after it gets damaged, but
No, not the jewels.
No, it's like Gee To Know ends up shooting him. It goes through Dien and hits the other Dien, and he's running behind him. The gun flies up out of the case that it was in, lands in Dien's hand, and therefore the other guy no longer has it because time paradox. I'm just
You created a time paradox, Snake. You can't go changing the future like that.
Wibbly wobbly
timey-wimey bullshit. And then we end up getting one of our least favorite suits. The Incomplete.
Yay! I almost forgot this existed.
Matt, get back here.
No.
Bye, Matt. Welcome to the Jacob and Marcus show, where we're always depressed.
The Incomplete, and this is really the only tie-in that it gives to W, and also it doesn't really make any sense at the end of the day.
Does anything ever make sense in this fucking series?
It wants to. But the problem here is that so his complete form ends up summoning all the movie villains.
Yeah.
But it also ends up summoning...
For some reason.
Skull.
For some reason.
It summons Skull. It doesn't summon... Well, although by this point, the Eternal movie hadn't happened.
Yeah.
So we got Skull instead. And I'm just like, alright, you could have done better with this. Are we done yet?
Almost, I guess.
These movies are pretty damn bad. But the yellow one is the only one that's worth it.
Why is it the only one that's worth it, Marcus?
Just because it's just a little bit more charismatic. One, because of the end. And two, they end up giving Gee To Know a little bit of a story with his mother. And they give it like a satisfying conclusion at the end of it because time travel.
I would vote giving all three a pass because in the grand scheme of things...
They're not... They don't have any point to the rest of the series.
That is my point.
Yeah.
What Matt said.
I will say this. In episode Blue... Rinko from Wizard is in this. She's one of the main characters in that movie.
How unfortunate for her.
Basically. But then again, she just... Every single time that we see her in a Kamen Rider series, she's always in a terrible one. Because first she was in this. And then she was in Wizard. And then she was in the Ghost movie. And I was like, girl, you don't got a good track record. I'm going to need you to go ahead and step back.
I'm gonna need you to fire your agent.
Basically. He keeps getting you these shitty movies. Yeah. All three of these movies are terrible. I want to... Just don't watch them. Don't watch them at all. Just skip them. You'll be doing yourself a favor. Alright. That's basically all I'm having to say about this.
Hooray!
I was disappointed watching these movies, and I was like, alright, it's been about 5 years since I've seen it. Maybe I'll like, nope. Next time, 2 weeks from now, because we end up having, when we do a month, we'll do like the next week. No, we're going to end up taking off 2 weeks for the next one.
Woohoo!
For our next review. Anyway.
So we can actually watch it.
We're going to be doing Goseiger. So, well, we liked it initially when we watched it.
We liked the first 10 episodes and then the last 20. The middle there was a middle 12 episodes
the pollution arc.
of Captain Planet bullshit.
So yeah, it's like the beginning, yay! The middle,
the end,
yay! Also, the villain's great.
The final villain is great.
He is great. But yeah, we'll be doing Tensou Sentai Goseiger.
I think it's the only Sentai that's had arcs.
Sort of. Go Busters.
Go Busters. It was the first then.
Yeah, sure. But yeah, join us in 2 weeks as we end up doing Goseiger. Tell us what you think about
Tensou.
That fucking OP though.
We'll get to that.
Yeah,
but as always, like us on all the things, subscribe, hit the bell notification if you haven't. Definitely go check out our Patreon if you can. I upload behind the scenes videos whenever I can. I just uploaded one this morning for the last Toku trivia. I wanted to wait till it got uploaded, so it's a lot of fun. I actually might just make that a public video just for fun.
Just because of hilarity?
Because of hilarity.
We'll do that in about a week or so.
Yeah. First, give the people who pay
also,
for it.
I do want to go ahead and announce this now so people will know that we're doing this near the end of the month.
Oh, okay.
The live stream.
We're doing another live stream.
We're going to do it on the 24th, which is after Thanksgiving, for those of us in the U.S. So look forward to that. Also, for those of us in the U.S., I don't give a shit what you do, but if you're older than 18, this fucking Tuesday, go vote.
Yeah.
Do it. I'm not kidding.
Please vote.
It's super serious right now. Yeah, there's a smile on my face, but that's how I do seriousness.
And
go vote. Make sure you have signed up. Make sure you are registered wherever you're supposed to be. Make sure your addresses line up. Just make sure everything is good. So when you go, you don't have any issues. You can just cast your vote. However which way, we're not going to tell you how to vote, but just make sure that you do go vote so you have a say about what's happening in our country later on. And in the U.S. Please. Everybody else, have a great Tuesday.
There you go.
Have a great Tuesday watching us lose our goddamn minds.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.